Hello and welcome to Redstone for Dummies Part 2 Xbox 360 Edition. All this redstone is being done on the Xbox game, not on PC, because I don't think my crappy ass fucking laptop could handle running Fraps and Minecraft at the same time. I'd probably have a mini Chernobyl in my room. So today we're mostly going to be focusing on T flip-flops, gates, and pulse limiters and such. So this is the first gate. It's just a regular inverter, meaning that when the signal's off, whichever redstone it's hooked up to is turned on. So by putting the power on, it's now turning this piston off, and when I turn the power off, it's turning it on. So handy for some uses, and very handy. Used for lots of my redstone traps and doors and stuff. Next is an OR gate, meaning pretty much OR. So you can turn this piston on with this one. Although when they're both on, nothing happens. This is just if, say you have a door which you want to have hooked up to two piston, or you have a door that you want hooked up to two levers. Then you can have this system here where like you can open the door from one room or you can open the door from a different room, but it doesn't matter if you have them both on. This here is an AND gate, meaning that both these have to be turned, both these levers have to be in the on state to activate this piston. So meaning that if you turn this one on, nothing happens, but if we turn this one on too, then the piston turns on. Well, you may think, well, this switch has something to do, but if I turn this one off, then this closes. That's all because there's a redstone torch here, which is being powered by this one here. So when we turn this one off, this red piece of redstone's not on, meaning this torch can be powered on, turning this piston on. And when they're both off, they're just killing this one torch. This is just an inverted version, which is just, it's the same thing except without that torch there, meaning so that when these are both off, the piston will retract. Again, there's plenty of uses for it. I just got off work, so I can't come up with anything right now. I just decided that I had some spare time before I decided to fucking take a sleep till tomorrow. And I thought I'd do this video in my sleep deprived state. So yeah, when both these are on, this is in the off state, so you could have this hooked up to like hide a door so that someone has to flip two levers. You could also extend these so that there's 4 ones, so you just kind of hook these up, place piston behind it. Yeah, I'll show you. I can show you that right now. You can make like as you can see, Minecraft Xbox Edition. You can make an extended AND gate by simply, where's bricks? There it is. Oh, I had some. By simply just doing more of them. So this is going to be a 4-1 as an example. So now we just kind of hook these all up in the back with some redstone. Have that torch here and then just have it run off into a piston. So now it's pretty much the exact same, except instead of having to have only 2 off, you have to have 4. So it's more secure. You could have it hooked up, or you can even have it so that it's like 2 AND gates here, and then like they hook into another AND gate. And yeah, it's complicated. This is just a more compact piston version of it, where you have to have both of them hooked up, because this applies the basic idea that this repeater here is currently powering this block, which then powers this redstone, so that when this is pulled, this repeater is not powering the block anymore, so it's not powering this piece of redstone. This is a NAND gate, which is a lot more confusing, but pretty much it's a NOR gate right here, if you notice, so that this one's coming off and depowering this one. And then it's an AND gate right here. So that's why, since this one's on, this torch here is off. But as soon as I turn this one on, it powers on. Same with this side. But the difference with this thing is that when I turn this one on too, it turns this off, which then turns this on, which deactivates these two pistons, or deactivates these two torches, I should say, which then turns this off. Very handy device if you want to say like a door that you could turn off from like inside your house or open it from inside, because it just all depends on one being in the off state or one being in the on state at all time. They can never be in the same state. This yeah, moving on to pulse limiters. If you have any questions about this, shoot me an email to which one, and I'll go over a little more in depth. This one was an inverter. This one is an OR gate, which is just pretty much you can turn it on using multiple torches. Very lame, but still gate. Thought I'd include it. Don't know how basic this should be. This is an AND gate, like AND, AND. Yeah. This is a NOR gate, and this is yeah, this is just another AND gate. This is a NAND gate, N-A-N-D, NAND. Yeah. So any questions about those, just put in the comment. I check them all, so just put in the comment and I'll do a further in-depth video on how they work and show you how to build some different versions of them. Yeah. So this is a pulse limiter. As you can see, this torch here is powering this torch, which is turning it off, which is letting this piston be on the off state. Now the use for these is this piston here, if you see when I press it, this is just normal. It stays up for quite some time. But if you want it to be like a really fast piston for, I don't know what, like an adventure map or like a parkour map, you can use this setting here, and then the piston's a lot faster and a lot harder to jump on. The reason this is because this, when I press this button, it turns this torch off. Fucking cow, get out of here. Turns this torch off. He's back for more. I'll stick this redstone torch up your ass if you come here one more time. And so yeah, this redstone turns this torch off, which then activates this. But at the same time, this repeater here, which is on 4 ticks of delay, will turn on, which then turns this on, and so this torch stays off. But for a brief second, this torch will this repeater will turn off before this torch turns back on, so that which gives this a really quick pulse. As you can see, it's a lot faster than this. This one here is the exact same concept, except this one's a lot handier for, say, a door that you want to be able to that's like retractable. So you see this repeater's on 3 ticks of delay instead of 4 ticks of delay, which means that when I press this button, it will actually leave the block up here. That's because the current going through these is too fast for this piston to actually register. So it will quickly try and pull it back down, but the block hasn't properly been put in place yet. So the piston doesn't actually retract it. It just kind of acts like a normal piston. But then when I press this again, it will retract it. So it kind of leaves it there, and then it can retract it whenever. This is very handy for like when we get into clocks and like traps and a lot more advanced redstone. This is just like the basics. So again, if you want any more a more in-depth video on this thing, this is just a pulse limiter or shortener. Just leave a comment saying if you want this in more in-depth. This here is a T flip-flop. This is my favorite thing, and I use it for every single piece of every single trap of mine, just because I can toggle it. So when I press this button, it moves this piston, because these are both normal pistons, which means when this one pushes it out, it won't retract it, which means this piston will push it over here. So when I press this again, this torch is no longer powering the block up here, which is not powering this redstone over here. So this piston isn't getting powered. But when I press this button again, you see that it turns off these torches, giving it that time to assemble what it's going to do, and it's pretty much just it just takes turn going from the on and off state. So when I press it, it's now off, Press it again. It's now on, off. Very simple, very handy. You can also, instead of having this button here, we can place a block here, do this. We can actually have it powered by a pressure plate. So instead of just having that short burst from a pressure plate, you now have a continuous stream of power going to this piston just by walking over this. And yeah, so this is a T flip-flop. I'm actually going to go over one more thing, which is actually very cool and very handy. So if I place a piston here, and I place a block up here with a lever on it, that's powered. Now, because there's no block here or no block here, there's no power going into this piston. But if I place a block here, this piston goes off. Just like how if I turn this off and turn it, it turns off. This is called a block update detector. These are very handy for very sneaky traps. If like you think your friends are looking for traps, then you can use this because it will work with anything that has to update. So just like, let me turn this off first, and then like, so I place a door there. Now we turn this on. Oh, that activated the door. Fuck me. Now we have it from this side. Now it's on. Now again, same principle. When I open this door, this will power this trap. So you could have this like open up the floor down here so that they fall into lava. Very good trap. I'm probably going to use that in something at some point in one of my Let's Plays, or one of our battle Let's Plays, or we got lots of ideas of stuff to do, and we're very excited. And yeah, this can also be activated by using a trapdoor, a dispenser, another piston, or placing a block beside it even. So if I place a block right here, it'll activate it again, just like before. Something else that's kind of cool that some people don't know is that redstone ore here, being the only ore that actually has an animation when you touch it. You see how it lights up there? That will actually activate the piston. So if I stand on this, you can see it activated it. So it's a good kind of like a cave trap. So if you want your friend to go in a cave, say he's mining diamond and destroys the diamond block, you could have this piston, a sticky piston here that's inverted, pull back a block, which is then power, or a piece of TNT, like the, or I'll give you an example. I got time. I got lots of time. So let's say we have a torch down here, TNT here, and then a sticky piston here. We then get a diamond block ready, because it's Minecraft. Everyone loves diamonds. You see a diamond, you go and take it. So now we do the same system here. Place our diamonds, or block. Fuck, I'm just half asleep. Now we turn this off and now say, buddy here comes and mines out this block of diamond. It pulls this piece of TNT backwards over that piston, and now your friend blows up. All the diamond he got is destroyed. He's upset. He's gonna be cursing your name and plotting to kill you with that gun he just purchased in the side store. And you should go hide because Minecraft is a serious game. And yeah, this is a bud or a block update detector. Or not this, but what I was just showing you was the block update detector or the bud switch. Very handy. This is just the T flip-flop. The fucking pulse limiter or pulse shortener. This is the NAND gate. This is NOR and OR and inverter. So any questions about these, yeah, please let me know and I'll go do a more in-depth video on this. The next video is probably going to be about like doors, like 2x2 doors, 3x3 doors, how to different like a double piston extender, which is kind of complicated to do but very handy. You can do some nice lighting tricks with that. Like you could have a roof with glowstone, but when you turn it off it just looks like a normal roof that's got nothing. Okay, well, have a good day, and I hope you like this video. Tell your friends. If you know anyone who'd possibly want to do a dual comm, or if you want to be in any one of our videos, please let us know. We are very open to all ideas. Let us know if there's a game you want us to play, or if there's anything that like you've seen someone do on like Minecraft. Say you saw someone do like a TNT cannon. Recommend that to me, and I'll try and figure out how they did it, and I'll show you guys, because I'm trying to help you troll your friends and piss everyone off. Okay, that's it for this episode of Redstone for Dummies. Have a nice day.